the symbol in the shadows. A single eye, glowing above a pyramid. It stares from your money, from music videos, from murals and monuments. It's the eye of providence, the all-seeing eye. To most, it's a symbol of divine guidance. To others, it's something else entirely, a warning from those who rule from the shadows. For centuries, that symbol has been tied to one word, Illuminati. The word alone carries weight, mystery, fear, fascination. They are said to be everywhere and nowhere, the invisible architects behind every major event in history. Presidents, pop stars, billionaires, bankers, puppets in a grand performance. A single hidden network controlling everything we see, hear, and believe. The question isn't if the Illuminati exists, it's how deep does its power go. The birth of the enlightened ones. It began in Bavaria, 1776. While America was signing its Declaration of Independence across the ocean, a man named Adam Weishaupt was declaring a different kind of revolution. A revolution of the mind. He founded a secret society, the Order of the Illuminati. Its goal was not wealth or war, but enlightenment, to free humanity from superstition and tyranny. But noble ideas often tracked dangerous ambition. The group grew rapidly. Philosophers, noblemen, politicians, all drawn by the promise of hidden knowledge and power. They infiltrated Freemason lodges and European royal courts, spreading influence in silence. Their dream was a world led by reason, but their methods, secrecy, deception, infiltration, made them enemies of every church and crown. By 1785, the Illuminati was banned, its members hunted. But as history has shown, power doesn't die when it's outlawed. It simply learns to hide better. The power that never died. When the Bavarian Illuminati disappeared, their name became legend. But legend is a powerful disguise. Across Europe, whispers spread that Weishaupt's vision had survived, reborn within Freemasonry, hidden inside the world's elite societies, the French Revolution. The rise of the banking empires, the industrial age, all, some say, influenced by the Illuminates' invisible hand. The same revolutionary slogans, liberty, equality, fraternity, echoed their ideals of enlightenment. But freedom, they say, was never the goal. Control was, and as nations were reshaped, economies born and monarchies replaced by governments, one constant remained, unseen influence steering humanity toward one unified direction, the all-seeing eye. Symbols speak when words cannot, and the most enduring of all, the eye atop the pyramid, has transcended time, appearing in ancient Egypt, medieval alchemy, and modern America. You can find it on the Great Seal of the United States, introduced in 1782, a pyramid of 13 layers, topped by an all-seeing eye, surrounded by the words Annuit Coeptis and Novus Ordo Seclorum, the new order of the ages. To historians, it's a symbol of divine providence. To believers, it's a signature, the Illuminates' mark of ownership. After all, the symbol appeared just 6 years after the Society's founding. Coincidence? Or confirmation that the Illuminates' vision became the blueprint of a new world power, America itself? The hidden hand in history. Napoleon's rise, the banking empires of Europe, the formation of the Federal Reserve, the League of Nations, the World Wars. Different centuries, same accusation that behind every political movement, financial collapse, or sudden revolution stood the hidden hand of the Illuminati. They didn't conquer nations with armies, they bought them. They didn't fight wars for land, they created wars for profit. Every time humanity rebuilt itself from ashes, the same few families came out richer, stronger, and more connected than before. History, they say, isn't random. It's rehearsed. The bloodlines of power. Power doesn't vanish. It's inherited. Believers say the Illuminati exists not as a club, but as a dynasty. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Windsors, and others form a web of control stretching across continents. Their wealth funds industries, their banks print the currencies of nations. They influence policy, fund wars, and shape the education that molds public thought generations born into privilege. Bred for leadership, trained for secrecy. They don't run for office, they run the world behind it. The entertainment empire. In the age of the screen, the Illuminati no longer needs to command armies, it commands attention. Music videos, films, fashion, even video games, all said to be filled with coded imagery, the one-eye symbolism. The pyramid, the lightning bolt. Pop stars like Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, constantly accused of signaling allegiance. But what if those signals aren't jokes or coincidences? Believers argue that the entertainment industry is the Illuminate's most powerful weapon, controlling culture, desire, and identity. Because whoever controls the story controls the mind. Hollywood, the grand stage. Hollywood, the dream factory, where reality bends and illusion sells. But what if the illusions are the truth, hidden in plain sight? Films like Eyes Wide Shut, The Matrix, and The Da Vinci Code explore secret societies, ritual control, and hidden knowledge. Were these scripts imagination or coded confession? Director Stanley Kubrick's final film, Eyes Wide Shut, is rumored to depict real Illuminati rituals, elite gatherings behind masks and wealth. Kubrick died before its release. Coincidence or consequence? The hidden temples of power. Every empire has its sanctuaries, and for the elite, those sanctuaries still exist, hidden in plain sight. In 2000, filmmaker Alex Jones infiltrated the Bohemian Grove in California, capturing secret rituals performed by some of the world's most powerful men, politicians, media moguls, and CEOs stood before a massive owl statue, chanting before fire. They called it ceremony. Believers called it proof that the Illuminati never vanished. It simply traded cathedrals for country clubs. The ritual of control, order out of chaos. It's the oldest motto of secret societies. To believers, it's the blueprint of the Illuminate's power. Create the crisis, watch the world panic. Then present the solution. The Great Depression, world wars, the war on terror, global pandemics. Every disaster becomes an excuse for more control. Each law passed, each freedom lost. Another step toward one silent goal. Global unity under hidden authority. Control isn't taken by force anymore, it's given, in exchange for safety. The media matrix. The Illuminati doesn't need censorship when it can control information. 6 corporations own nearly all major news outlets, entertainment studios, and publishing companies. That's not a coincidence, that's monopoly. When one narrative dominates, it's no longer journalism, it's orchestration. Fear, distraction, division, the perfect tools to keep the population docile and reactive. They don't need to silence truth. They only need to bury it under noise. The currency of obedience. In a world ruled by markets, money isn't wealth, it's power. And power is control. From the creation of the Federal Reserve to the rise of the IMF, every financial crisis strengthens centralization. Debt enslaves nations. Inflation weakens independence. The next evolution? Digital currency. Money that can be tracked, frozen, or erased with a keystroke. To believers, it's the Illuminate's endgame, a cashless world where freedom is conditional and obedience is rewarded with access. The digital crown. The kings of the future won't wear crowns, they'll own data. Every click, every purchase, every heartbeat tracked by devices we chose to carry. Social media is the new temple. Influence is the new religion. And algorithms are the new priests, shaping what we see, think, and desire. Believers say this is the final phase of the Illuminates' plan. Global surveillance masked as convenience. You don't need chains if people willingly carry their own cages. Transhumanism, the new enlightenment. What if the Illuminates' end goal isn't just control of the world, but of humanity itself? The push toward transhumanism, merging man with machine, promises evolution beyond biology. But in the wrong hands, it's not evolution, it's programming. Believers say the Illuminates' true vision is godhood, the creation of a digital species, free from mortality but bound by control. The next phase of enlightenment may not be light at all, but code. The puppet governments. Every election, millions cheer and fight for leaders they think they chose. But to conspiracy believers, democracy is just the theater of illusion. Left, right, liberal, conservative, it doesn't matter. Because both wings serve the same hidden bird. Lobbyists, donors, and bankers, the real architects behind policy, remain untouched by public will. Presidents come and go. The system doesn't. The Council of the Chosen, the Bilderberg Group. A yearly meeting between royalty, tech billionaires, military leaders, and media giants. No cameras, no press, no records. Just power, consolidated, concentrated, and silent. Believers say these gatherings are where the future is scripted, from wars to currencies to pandemics. The decisions that shape the next decade are made not in parliaments, but in private halls guarded by secrecy. The religion of power. Every system needs belief to survive. The Illuminati, some say, has built a new religion, not of gods, but of control. They replaced faith with influence, worship with consumption, the sacred with the digital. Our temples are screens, our prayers are likes, and our gods, the powerful few who own what we see, the whistleblowers. But every system of control breeds resistance. Whistleblowers and truth seekers, from Edward Snowden to anonymous hackers, have torn pieces of the mask away. Leaks about global surveillance, hidden deals, and secret programs show that conspiracy and reality are closer than we think. For every shadow, a light eventually shines, and once truth is seen, it can't be unseen. The awakening. Every empire falls when people stop believing in it. Every illusion collapses when the audience stops clapping. Maybe the Illuminates' greatest secret isn't that they control everything. It's that they've convinced us to stop asking who does. Awareness is rebellion. Questioning is revolution. And truth, no matter how dangerous, is freedom. The final revelation. Whether the Illuminati is a myth, a metaphor, or a machine of power, one truth endures. Humanity has always traded freedom for comfort, and truth for control. The eye watches. The system moves, the world obeys. But the question remains, who watches the watchers? And what happens when we finally dare to look back? Because maybe the greatest power of all is realizing that we were never powerless.